Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another New World video. In this video, I want to share an amazing Brimstone Sands grave offering chest run with you guys that you can do every single hour. My friend Ezra Greybeard showed it to me, so credit for discovery goes to him, but it's just such a good chest run, and I've been having such good luck there, and so I want to share it with you guys as well. You get over 30 grave offerings and somewhere between 5 and 10 supply stockpiles or ancient chests, so you're not only getting an amazing amount of trophy materials, but you're also landing the grave offering drop table, which has amazing drops like the Shadow's Edge sword and the Legate's ring, which after the Heart of Mahab Gul nerf is the only ring in the game with keen awareness and slash damage. It's a pretty gnarly ring and you can only get it from grave offerings. That's what I'm currently going for. I haven't had luck with that, but I have had a lot of luck with other stuff. I'll roll some footage of me pulling some rare items on this chest route just so you can see how amazing it is. And if you watch my Iron Man series and don't want to see any spoilers, then I'll put a timestamp for you guys to skip ahead to. So check it out. So the run starts right here at the Crossroads Shrine in Northwest Shattered Mountain, and a few things I would recommend you guys bring on this chest run if you have it is any hatchet so long as you have Defy Death on it. This imbued hatchet from Murkard is really nice because it has luck on it. A Trenchant Recovery Greatsword. This is so critical because you're going to be killing a lot of mobs on this route. Full luck gear, preferably with Beast Ward. If you have it, you'll see why later on. And lastly, the Heart Rune of Detonate. This thing is just so handy for clearing out pesky mobs in large numbers, which towards the end of the chest run, you'll see it's quite critical. So grab all that if you have it, and let's get started. First thing you're going to do from the Crossroads Shrine is head down to the Great Wall of Nebet. There's going to be 2 grave offerings right here for you to loot. And I forgot to mention, make sure your PvP flagged up as well. I think you get a 15% global luck bonus, and that does apply to chests, and believe me, you're going to feel the luck bonus if you flag up. You do run into other people flagged up on this run, but so far, no one's attacked me. I haven't attacked anyone else. We're all just kind of here to do business. So here's the first 2 grave offerings you're going to loot of the run, and I'll show you guys a little trick that you can use a lot of the times. When you open a sarcophagus, it's going to spawn a little skeleton. You don't have to kill it like this guy is doing. Most people just jump up here, the skeleton can't reach you, and you can just loot the chest. And there's a lot of cheesy spots you can use like this along the route. Next up, after those 2 grave offerings are looted, just keep running southwest and you'll see 2 stone formations on your left and right side. It doesn't really matter which order you do it, but I always go to the left one first. There's 3 grave offerings here and I believe 3 more over there, so I'll show you guys where those are. Here's the first one, and once again, you don't have to kill the skeleton. When you open it, just jump behind the grave offering and they won't be able to attack you. You can cheese all 6 of these grave offerings between these 2 stone formations, so you don't have to kill any mobs here, which is nice. Skull with Fancy Hat. You do get a lot of furniture items as well as schematics on this run, so that's something to look forward to if you're hunting a specific schematic that might not be on the market. So after we do one, we go to the other stone formation and it's the same deal. Okay, so once you've looted all 6 of the grave offerings between these 2 stone formations, go ahead and jump off the southwest side of whichever stone formation you're on, and we're going to run down to this little unmarked square of land right down here. So just keep running southwest and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so once you arrive at this little square of land, just go ahead and jump up, and there's 3 more grave offerings around this pillar. You can cheese the mobs in the same way. It looks like somebody already spawned the skeletons here, so I can't show you. But just jump up here, and the mobs can't attack you. They will eventually de-aggro. And once you loot those 3 grave offerings, keep running southeast now. This is quite a long stretch, so just turn on your auto run, pull up a YouTube video, and you know, just relax. This is supposed to be a chill route. You can do it every hour. We're basically auto running for about 900 meters here. And I don't know what caused it, but one time when I was doing this chest run, there was a supply stockpile right here with like 3 scarabs around it. I looted it and I never saw it again. So once you arrive here at Faithan's Fall, there's just going to be 1 grave offering next to this ghost. Sadly, I can't find any way to cheese these mobs, so just go ahead and kill them. This is why a Trenchant Recovery Greatsword is so good. You're going to be killing a lot of things on this route, and each swing I do heals me for about 1,000 health. It's incredibly busted. Get your hands on one if you can. And then after you loot this grave offering, we're just going to be heading down the road to Isola Sacra, and then to Sepulcher of Summoners. So just do a little zigzag down this road. And it looks like we got lucky here. Klaus Mine went ahead and spawned the ghost for us and killed it. So there's going to be 2 grave offerings here at, what was this place called? Isola Sacra. So you can see these 2 grave offerings are basically right next to each other. So grab those, and then we're going to be heading directly south over to Sepulchers of Summoners, where there's 5 grave offerings. This is a pretty spicy part of the run. I usually get good stuff here. And there's always a platinum vein you can grab along the way. No one ever grabs it. Alright, once you get to Sepulcher of Summoners, just head up, take a left, and in this little ditch, there's going to be 1 grave offering you can grab. And then basically head back to the entrance and take a left. You could get this one first, I guess, to avoid backtracking. But there's 1 more grave offering right here. And then I like to have my detonate charged up for this part. You can see it's almost charged, so I'll go ahead and just attack this ghost just to finish off charging my heart rune. And then there's 2 grave offerings here alongside a shade that spawns. So go ahead and open up, if you have detonate, go ahead and open up both of the chests so you can kill all 3 of the ghosts at once. Looks like I have someone to help me right now, but that is not always the case. Go ahead and pop your detonate and kill all 3 of these ghosts together. Alright, then just go ahead and jump down. Try not to fall off the ledge. And there's 1 more sarcophagus underneath those 2. And that is all 5 at Sepulcher of Summoners. There is also a salamander that spawns right here next to the final grave offering. It's taken right now, but it's a nice passive way to get fire moat while you're doing the route. After you loot those 5, just go ahead and jump off the cliff. We're going to be going down here to Henkesisway. Yeah, that's where we're going. Climb up these rocks right here on the side of the temple. Climb all the way to the top. There's just 1 ancient chest up here. If you're only doing this route for grave offerings, you can go ahead and skip this because it is a lot of jumping just for 1 ancient chest. But I want the trophy materials, so I always grab it. And you can see across the way there's another ancient chest there. But as far as I know, there is no way to get to it. I think they put it there by accident, or maybe they was supposed to be underneath it and they just messed up the altitude. But after you loot that one up there, go ahead and jump down. There's an ancient chest, and there's 4 grave offerings here, 2 on either side of this temple. You can see it over there by the tiger. You can also cheese these. Just go ahead and jump behind. Hold on. Oh, it's so buggy. Go ahead and jump behind, and you can cheese these. You don't have to kill the mobs here. Though if you're PvP flagged up, be careful with your HP. Don't slack. Drink a health potion. Never know when someone's going to come up and shoot you. Hasn't happened to me yet, but it can happen, and it's annoying to run back. Oh! We got the Feathersbane musket! Okay, you guys, I'm filming a video right now. I'm actually doing a guide on this route, and we've just went ahead and landed the Feathersbane musket, which is the best Beastbane musket in the entire game. I mean, right now, muskets aren't that useful for PvE, but I'll go ahead and upgrade it. You'll see the 3rd perk is Enchanted, and this thing is a monster for slaying beasts. Eventually, if the musket is ever useful in PvE, this thing, I'm so happy to get this right now. Oh my god, what an amazing drop. Okay, sorry, had to get a clip for the Iron Man episode there, but just run to the other side of the temple here, and there's going to be 2 more grave offerings you can loot. Go ahead and jump behind and cheese, although if you have someone helping you, it might be faster just to kill the mobs, because this guy Klaus seems to be the pugnacious type. He wants to fight. Oh, maybe not, he turned into a pacifist. It can take a few tries. Sometimes they have long arms, sometimes they have short arms, but you can see it just retreated and then instantly aggro it again. You don't have to kill them. If you have the patience, you can just go ahead and loot the offerings. Looks like this one's being annoying though, so I'll just go ahead and kill it. It's faster. And then after you loot those 2, come up here. This is another nice spot to have detonate. I don't have it charged up right now, but you can see there's a boss, Sekhmet the Benign, and 2 tigers that spawn here as well. It can be pretty annoying to do this part solo. That's why the Trenchant Recovery Greatsword is so key. We got a legendary, it's just scaling powder though. There's an ancient chest and then 1 grave offering next to the ancient chest. So that is 5 more grave offerings and an ancient chest here at this place that I can't pronounce. Okay, so once you loot everything here, we're going to be running down to the Temple of Shu. I'm encumbered, hold on. You do get a lot of like armor and weapons fragments here to train your skills with. It's quite nice salvaging all of these purple drops and green drops. They're all tier 5, so they all give you like rare scraps and they give you a lot of XP. It does add up. I've gotten over 2 million armoring XP just doing this route. We're currently up to 11 aptitude of armoring, and I think like 4 of those are just from this route. So just for some context on where we are, here's the Crossroads Shrine. This is the route we're going to take. Come all the way down here, do a zigzag, jump off, hit this place, and then run down to the Temple of Shu. I like to do this part in 2 pulls. Normally you won't have someone helping you, so I'll just throw my hatchet, get this tiger at the front door, and I'll kill these 2 separately, because it's a whole nother beast once you get inside of there. There's like 3 tigers and a boss. I have died here quite a few times, but if you're careful and you have your hatchet with Defied Death off cooldown, it should be okay. So we're going to go ahead and pop detonate, relentless rush into here, and just start killing things. It's so much easier with the second person, but it is possible solo as long as you have recovery on your greatsword. This part can be a death trap though if you're not prepared. This is where the Beast Ward would come into effect, by the way, that I was telling you at the start. It's pretty safe if you have Beast Ward. And you can see there's an ancient chest and 2 more grave offerings here at the Temple of Shu. Alright, after you loot everything in the Temple of Shu, head out the exit, turn right, and then turn right again. So we're facing southwest. And this is a little interesting stretch here. We're going to be basically putting a ping right here. So put a ping right between these 2 stone pillars and just basically run towards it. There's going to be 3 grave offerings you can loot along the way. They're kind of in weird spots though, so watch where I go. So here's the first grave offering. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere and it looks like a block of granite if you're not paying attention, but it's a grave offering. Go ahead and open it, kill the ghost, and get your loot. And I'll show you guys on the map. I just realized I haven't shown you where I am, so let me kill this ghost. We are currently right here between these 3 corrupted portals, which I'm assuming will always be up. People really don't clear portals in Brimstone. So right here near this little intersection, at the bottom right corner of it, there's another grave offering here for you. And then after you loot that, keep running towards our ping, the reference ping we placed earlier. And right here at this little stone formation, there's going to be another grave offering. And then after you hit this one, once again, keep running towards our reference ping. There's going to be 1 more grave offering at this last stone formation. It's nice if you have bad internet like me, you get speed hacks. You just randomly teleport forward. I do have pretty bad internet. These uploads take a while to go up, so leave a like. And then once you loot the final grave offering on this stretch, we're going to face west and just jump over. Basically, just head towards that fast travel blue streak of light. I don't know if you guys can see that. Or I guess a more accurate location would be right here, right next to this little H piece of stone. That's a good reference point. Oh, I just noticed I wasn't recording. Oh well. But once you get to the H, go ahead and jump down, and here's the location of the first grave offering on the left side of the H. These weird looking mobs, the djinns and stuff, for some reason they are all angry earth, so having a greatsword here is actually twice as good because they're weak to slash damage, and you can heal up while fighting them. And here's a boss you're going to have to kill. Amisha of the Dunes. For some reason, I looked at her drop table. There's not a single unique item she drops, so I'm not exactly sure why she's in the game. Maybe it's for the main quest. I forget if I had to kill her for the main quest. But she's not exactly hard to kill. Just go ahead and beat her down with the greatsword, and the second grave offering is right here in the center of this yellow blob. Of course, there's going to be a lot of mobs here, and they are all quite aggressive, so do yourself a favor. Either swap to Angry Earthward for this part, or like I keep saying, get a Trenchant Recovery Greatsword. I wouldn't keep bringing it up if it wasn't important. It is so key for this route if you don't have the appropriate wards. So after you loot this grave offering, we're going to run straight towards this giant staircase and start working our way up. There's actually one more grave offering underneath the staircase, so we're going to go to that one first. Although, go ahead and kill this Terrigen right here so you don't have to wait for it to run to you, because all these mobs are going to run to you, and it's quite annoying to kill them all at the grave offering because they run so slow. So clear them all in the path here, just get it over with. And now we're going to run behind the staircase. I actually got a very nice trophy material from this one once, so this is a lucky chest for me. Oh, I must have skipped one. They are so annoying here. Go ahead and loot that, jump up the staircase, and now we're just going to start working our way up the temple. There are a lot of grave offerings here. These have their back turned to you, but for some reason they do still aggro when you walk up to them. Most mobs don't, so go ahead and kill these. This Terra Nephilim is honestly a very annoying mob to kill. It's like a pseudo boss, I swear it has so much defense and HP. Oval Gothic Rug. Ah, so you can get tier 5 furniture. Maybe you can get Cursed Storage Chest here as well. I haven't landed one yet, but I was hoping I would get one along the way. Either way, our first piece of tier 5 furniture on the route, we got an Oval Gothic. Oh, this is tier 4, not tier 5. Anyway, after you loot that one, go ahead and run up either side of the staircase. It doesn't matter. And then you can cheese this one. Finally, a chest we can cheese. Go ahead and jump behind it. The Terra Myrmidon will de-aggro, as well as the Ghost will. But if you want that supply stockpile, you're going to have to kill the Ghost anyway. So, cheese it if you want. I always cheese it just to get rid of that Myrmidon. And then after you loot that, head out. Take a left or a right. It doesn't matter. You have a grave offering on either side of you once you get up here. So there's a grave offering here, and then on the other side there's another grave offering. So do whichever side you want first. Go ahead and clear all of these mobs. Luckily, they're not very hard to kill. The Myrmidons take about 3 hits if you have a decent greatsword. I don't even have very much strength. I think I only have like 100 strength right now, and since they're weak to slash, I'm still doing about 4,000 damage. Yeah, I'm only 160 strength and 60 dexterity, so not very high on the offensive stats. There is a very nice chunk of sandstone right here, so while you can skip this Terrigen, I always do it. I need the sandstone for rune glass gems. I'm not sure if it's worth doing it just to sell. I don't know the price of sandstone, but it's hard to find, so I always clear the mobs and everything. I get it every time. After you loot those 2 grave offerings down there, go ahead and run up the staircase towards this very well lit up blue spot. There's a boss here that drops a very nice Angry Earthward medium chest piece, so I always use my detonate here just because there's so many freaking mobs. Also, Crosscut has grit, so if you're using a greatsword, it's always nice just to avoid being smacked around. Always throw out a Crosscut to get the grit. Kill all the mobs. You could actually skip this boss, I guess. The only thing up here is a supply stockpile. But there is 2 moat bugs. You have a death moat to your left and slow moat to your right, but they're taken. And there's also a sandstone node that spawns right behind the stockpile, so I always grab it. After you loot the supply stockpile, head down the staircase and take a left. We're going to do this side first and end on the right side. So go ahead and clear all of these scorpions and this abomination that likes to hide in the corner. He can be annoying when you're trying to open it and he throws something at you. Luckily, none of these mobs are too hard to kill. They are all angry earth, even the scorpions for some reason, so make sure you have a slash weapon. After you loot the left side, we'll go ahead and go to the right side once you come down the staircase. And there's 3 more grave offerings here. Okay, after you get this one, go ahead and start running towards this red tent, which would be right here on the left side if you're facing north. Run up this first tiny flight of stairs and take a right, and we have 1 more grave offering here. Although these mobs aren't going to let you get it, so, you know, pop a detonate, do what you got to do, get these mobs out of here. You can see why I strongly recommend the detonate. It saves a lot of time every trip. Okay, then we finish up at the top of these stairs. There's 1 more grave offering right here, and that's it for the route. This is a pretty lucky chest. My friend usually gets something here, either a very nice item or a trophy material. I haven't had any luck here, but he seems to get one almost every single run. You can cheese this one, I believe. I think you can jump behind this chest. Let me check. Let me just go ahead and kill this ghost. Oh, I'm encumbered. Get back here, buddy. There you go. Basically the entire chest run. After you finish up this tiny one, you can always come over here, and there's some soul moat and another block of sandstone behind that Terrigen. Let me scrap some stuff so I can actually move and get that, and we'll wrap up this video. But that's basically it. It's an absolutely incredible route, and you can do it every hour. The run itself takes about 40 minutes, so just go do an expedition or something and the run will be back up. You can do this basically all day long, get all the trophy mats you want, and you'll have so many shots at the grave offering drop table, which is so nice, especially that Legate's ring. I can't wait until I get that. But anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for checking it out. Leave a like and subscribe if you learned something new, and I'll see you guys in the next New World video. Peace.